I am, well, you could call me a keeper of stories. These tales I'm about to share, they're not just stories, you see. They're legacies of faith, trials, and transformation. Our journey begins with a book, ancient yet ever new. Watch as its pages come to life before your eyes. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth, and it was beautiful. Adam and Eve lived in perfect harmony with God and nature in the Garden of Eden. But even in paradise, temptation found its way in the form of a cunning serpent.
Has God really said you must not eat from any tree in the garden?
We may eat fruit from the trees in the garden, but God did say, "You must not eat fruit from the tree that is in the middle of the garden."
The serpent's words were like poison, seeping into Eve's mind.
You will not certainly die, for God knows that when you eat from it, your eyes will be opened, and you will be like God.
And so they ate. In that moment, innocence was lost, and sin entered the world.
Where are you?
I heard you in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked, so I hid.
But even as God pronounced judgment, he offered hope.
I will put enmity between you and the woman, and between your offspring and hers. He will crush your head, and you will strike his heel.
Years passed, and we come to Jacob, a man of both deception and destiny. Jacob, who stole his brother's birthright, now found himself alone in the wilderness. As he slept, he dreamed of a stairway reaching to heaven, with angels ascending and descending on it.
I am the Lord, the God of your father Abraham and the God of Isaac. I will give you and your descendants the land on which you are lying.
Years later, on the eve of meeting his estranged brother, Jacob wrestled with a mysterious figure.
Who are you? Why do we wrestle?
Your name will no longer be Jacob, but Israel, for you have struggled with God and with humans and have overcome.
And then there was Daniel, a man whose faith burned brighter than any fire. In Babylon, Daniel and his friends refused to bow to false gods.
Bow down to the golden statue or be thrown into a blazing furnace.
O Nebuchadnezzar, we do not need to defend ourselves before you in this matter.
If we are thrown into the blazing furnace, the God we serve is able to deliver us from it.
But even if he does not, we want you to know, your majesty, that we will not serve your gods.
The furnace was heated 7 times hotter than usual, but God protected them.
Look, I see 4 men walking round in the fire, unbound and unharmed.
Years later, Daniel faced another test of faith in the lion's den.
May your God whom you serve continually rescue you.
All night the king worried. At dawn, he rushed to the den.
Daniel, servant of the living God, has your God been able to rescue you from the lions?
My God sent his angel, and he shut the mouths of the lions. They have not hurt me.
These stories, spanning centuries, all point to one truth. The Word of God is alive and active, sharper than any double-edged sword. It has the power to create worlds, to transform lives, and to sustain faith even in the darkest of times. As you go forth from here, remember, these aren't just ancient tales. They're your story too, inviting you to a life of faith, perseverance, and transformation. Will you accept the invitation? The choice, as it has always been, is yours.